Good day, my dear students. I am your English teacher, Mrs. Ogwebu O.M. And the lesson of our today is tenses. In the tenses, we are going to look at present tense. Before we enter into the lesson proper, let us look at the objectives. What we intend to achieve by the end of this lesson. By the end of the lesson, the student should be able to identify and explain the various tense forms. Master the use of the various tense forms. Let us go into the tenses proper. Tenses belong to the group of verbs. They are primarily time-indicating words. That is, they are used to know when an action was carried out, whether in the present, past, or future. For example, my parents live in Abuja, which is present tense. My parents are living in Abuja, present continuous tense. My parents once lived in Abuja, simple present tense. My parents will soon move to Abuja, future tense. There are basically 8 tenses in English language. Thus, we have simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense, simple past tense, past continuous tense, and future tense. Then we now go to simple present tense. The simple present tense is used in different situations, such as 1. To express present actions. When we talk about present actions, for example, Elizabeth plays the piano well. The dog has fleas. I am here now. She is a nurse. Uche wins the election. 2. We use simple present tense to express a repeated or habitual action. For example, Mrs. Akpan cooks every day. This is a habit and it is repeated. We dine with the family once every week. Every week we dine with the family. Sule always smokes after meal. That is a habit. I brush my teeth daily and Daddy goes to work every day. Also, we use simple present tense to indicate general or universal truths, what we see as basic truths. We use simple present tense to indicate them. For example, garlic has a strong smell. The sun sets in the west. Sugar is sweet. The earth is spherical. Rectangles have 4 sides. 4. We use simple present tense to state facts, the basic facts. For example, people die of coronavirus nowadays. Babies cry a lot. Abuja is in Nigeria. Mary is a girl. 5. We use simple present tense also to express future actions. For example, the train leaves tomorrow. Lectures start on Monday. The door opens in 10 minutes. You can see that we use this particular simple present tense to express what will happen next. Note that in the simple present tense, the third person singular usually ends in S. You know, in English language, we have first person, second person, and third person. First person, I, in the singular, second person, you, and third person, he, she, and it. So in the third person singular, we use S with the verb. For example, I sit. In the third person, he, she, it sits. I get. He, she, it gets. I read. He, she, it reads. I wish. He, she, it wishes. I go. He, she, it goes. I play. He, she, it plays. Note also that in the plural verb, that the plural verbs do not take S, unlike the singular verbs. The singular verbs take S, while the plural verbs do not take S. Rather, it is the singular verbs, as we showed in the previous example, that takes S. For example, in the singular verb, he, she, it reads. In the plural verb, they read. He, she, it writes. In the plural verb, they write. He, she, it goes. In the plural verb, they go. He, she, it plays. In the plural verb, they play. Then, the second aspect of the present tense is present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is used for an action that is still going on. It is formed by adding ing to the base word, that is present form. For example, the teacher is teaching tenses. The boys are fighting. They are fighting now and they are still fighting. As I'm talking, they are still fighting. You are writing on the board. Emeka is sweeping the office. Right now, Emeka is sweeping and he is still sweeping. Secondly, we use present continuous tense to show futurity. For example, she is going to London tomorrow. What will happen in future? We are submitting this work on Friday, the Friday yet to come. Ugo is coming back on Sunday. Also, we have stative verbs in the present continuous tense. It is important to note that there are some verbs which are not used in the continuous tense. That is by adding ing. For example, the verbs such as see, test, need, hate, remember, own, love, cost, forget, understand, like, know, prefer, want, and so on. There are other verbs like this. So what are we talking about in this case? We don't use them in the present continuous tense with ing to mean the same with others. For example, it is wrong to say, I am seeing you. Rather, we can say, I can see you. It is also wrong to say, he is having a pencil. It is wrong. Rather, we can say he has a pencil. Note, when stative verbs takes ing, it means they have special meaning. It is on a special occasion that stative verbs can take ing and they give special meaning. For example, I am having a good time here. Having here does not mean to hold or possess. It means experiencing. I am experiencing good time. Another example, the doctor is seeing the patient. This means going round the world and visiting the patients, not just staring or looking at the patients. By the end of this lesson, which we have come, we have to do some exercises to test our understanding. The exercises are as follows. Rewrite the following sentences, putting in the correct forms of the verbs in the simple present tense and the present continuous tense. 1. Elizabeth dashed the piano well. She dashed it now. We use the verb play and put it in the correct form. My father dashed to his office every day. He dashed there now. Drive. It dashed today. It usually dash in July. Rain. He generally dash Edo, but he dash English today. Speak. Mother dash yam in the kitchen just now. She usually dash yam for breakfast. Cook. Those boys who are still dash noise are to be punished. Make. My sister always dash the dresses for her doll. She dash one now. So, the telephone dash again is sometimes dash 20 times a day. Ring. That fat man dash next door to us. He is just dash at the front door. Leave and go. We dash a short holiday in Abuja. We dash there almost every year. Spend and go. Let us see the number one exercise together so that you will use this example to answer the other questions. Elizabeth dashed the piano well. She dashed it now. It's supposed to be Elizabeth plays the piano well. She is playing it now. So use this example to answer other questions and submit through the appropriate media. Until we meet again, remain safe and read your books.